Hello everyone, welcome to Josh's Boxes. My name is Josh, and today I want to very quickly show off this new map that I made of Razed. As you can see, there are different parts that are labeled because this is a map of the regions of Razed. So we're just going to go through them really quickly and show off kind of my ideas and some plans for this map and this world going forward. So on the left here, we have the brand new map that I just made today of all of the regions of Razed. And then here is the old physical features map, which you can't really make out all the features, but I'll be using them as reference points. And here are all the peoples of Razed, just so that I can point out where people are from. So down here on the bottom, this whole island right here is the land of Endrafell. And these are very general regions. Within them they would have multiple cultures and countries and stuff like that. It's just general regions in order to point out, in the same way the Elder Scrolls has Skyrim, but Skyrim has a ton of stuff in it. That's kind of the idea here. Is these are just big provinces or regions or what have you. So Endrafell down here, this is where these people are from, the kind of human analogs, Kiyoshins. They're from this land it's currently called Endrafell. Maybe it was called Kiosha in the past. That could be kind of some cool lore. But right now it's Endrafell. And it's this whole island down here and a couple of these islands off to the side. And then it's very foresty, and it's got a little bit of a desert up here. So there's a lot of varied terrain in this one. And then next we've got Kaket, which is this region right here. Something else that's important to note is that I'm not going to have strict borders. That's why I didn't draw borders, because this is a medieval or Renaissance, late medieval period, basically level technology world. So they don't have surveyors that mark squiggly lines in the land to mark oh, this is this place and that's this place and there's a distinct line. It's more they've got a center of control, and then their land is basically as far as their soldiers can get and influence people. And there's a lot of borderlands where right here it might be, if you live right here, it might be disputed as to whether you belong to Relodia and Kaket, and they probably don't care as much as the people who are right within the cities or whatever. So yeah, Endrafell, mostly humans. Kaket will have some Salsier and some Kyoshins. It's very desert and savanna-y. It's got a nice river though, so that makes it a little bit more hospitable. Relodia up here is kind of got a Mediterranean shrubs and stuff in this area, and then it's got just a huge forest right here in the middle with temperate rainforest on the coast, and it goes pretty much to these mountains and this whole area. And then you've got Tradefix, which is a big economic hub because it controls a lot of the terrain around this bay right here. And you've got Parjam, which has a lot of more of the blue toned ones, whereas Relodia has a lot of the gray toned Kyoshins. Vasiliak is it was settled by Kyosh, the blue Kyoshins. And again, lots of varied terrain, forest and swamp and savanna, and it's got a desert right here and stuff. Thralo is pretty much this region and down into here, and it's all jungle. That's where the Nazir are from. All jungly, this big patch of jungle right here. That's all Thralo. Then you've got Osvis, which is this region, basically right here. This island right here belongs to Vasiliak. Osvis is controlled by, controls this whole region right here. This is all Osvis. Savannah, a little bit of desert, a little bit of jungle. Karam is just this huge giant desert in the middle here. So it's very barren. So if you want to do any sort of trading to Hydrathor or from Relodia down to Thralo, the Salsier are the kings here. This is their native land, and they are the ones that run transport across the desert in Karam. Next we've got Hydothor. That's where the Eulids are from. It's all like very wet and swampy. If you can think like the Florida Everglades, that's kind of the vibe here. Solstura is like this. You've got like a big like taiga boreal forest up here, and Solstura is like that plus like the tundra up here. This is tundra, and then the ice cap that goes all the way around the pole. That's all Solstura. That's the native lands of the Umern. So they control like this whole region, and then down here. Right here is Diomer. It's all like cold, barren desert and tundra. So it could easily be conquered by the Hydothor or the Solstura, but both of them are kind of like more aquatic, so they don't want really anything to do with it. So it's kind of its own place because of that. Then you've got this island group over here is Medushan. I've thought about having the Atathi be from there, or the Dunak, but I kind of want them both to be from these islands, the Capuan Isles. That's where I'm thinking the Atathi and the Dunak are both from these islands that wrap around and they meet back over here on the other edge. So it's kind of like an island chain. Oh, you can kind of see it's like lined up right there. That's perfect. It goes like right there. That's all like one continuous island chain right there. Is that all the regions? Yeah, I think so. So that's just kind of here to establish the names and the general locations. I think my plan from here is kind of what Elder Scrolls does, and just like pick a region and really flesh that one out. I'm thinking about doing Rolodia first, just because it has like the big forest and this desert, and then like more Mediterranean shrublands. It's just like a really powerful, like this is actually all one empire, Rolodia, or it was, I guess, before the world ended. So it's like very terrain and like one cohesive like government area before, and now it's all like wasteland basically, but or at least abandoned apocalypse place, not necessarily wasteland. But anyways, just wanted to show this off. Those are all the regions of Razed. I think I went over where all the kind of peoples are from. So I'm excited to keep working on this, excited to dive more into like a political map that has cities and roads and stuff like that. But for now, this is just like the regions of this world. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're excited to see more Razed content, let me know, because I definitely am. But just know I'm continuing to build this world. And until next time, ciao.